And my mic is down. Theoretical music reveal. Okay, looks like we're live. And so I can close out of Chrome, right? Cool, man. Thanks, bud. All right, so we'll start monitoring. I'll give you a call back if something's really weird with the audio, but as long as she's hearing me, then we're good.
Sounds good.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Later. What's that? Can you hear music? But you're not hearing music right now? Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. So you could hear this mic though. I'm gonna have you. Can you? You'll need to kind of keep that on at least theoretically, if you can. Can you keep that? Okay. Just keep it on, just so if there's a problem or you stop hearing me for whatever reason. So you're not hearing me though. Like when I just said something there, you're not picking that up, right? Just want to make sure we're not. Check. Okay. Oh my God. So do we know for sure, Andy, that we got a connection here?
Yeah, we can fire it up, but
yeah, if you want to. Good, because I wouldn't mind going down there. So we're down there for stuff like that. And a very pleasant good evening, and we welcome you to Ventura College Football here on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Tonight, the Ventura College Pirates return home after a 2-game road swing to take on Allan, Hancock. The Bulldogs come to visit to the VC Sportsplex. Not the strongest of trips on the road for the Pirates as they drop back-to-back games, losing first at Long Beach City College, that a 33-26 final. Then they went to take on Bakersfield and dropped that one 31-21. So the Pirates are up against it in the conference schedule. Well, off to an 0-2 start, and some would argue certainly if they have any hopes of winning the North, it starts here tonight. They're going to have to run the table and probably get a little bit of help, but whether or not they make a postseason appearance at all comes into focus and begins to be a question mark with the Pirates 4-3 overall on the season. So they need to get back to their winning ways, and they hope to do so as they return home to take on the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs coming off a loss as well last week at home against College of the Canyons. That was a 27-14 loss. That dropped the Bulldogs to 1-1 in conference play after they opened conference play with a victory over East Los Angeles College, a 4-point win at home for the Bulldogs. It's the Renegades that have the lead there, the only 2-0 team in the North, followed by everybody at 1-1, and then the Pirates bringing up the rear at 0-2 in conference play. Taking a look at the opening toss, we are moments away from the opening kick. It's Pirate football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network, back with the opening kickoff.
Ventura won the toss. Defer their choice in the second half. Hancock receive away from the scoreboard.
You heard me. Okay, good. I just need to make sure that I'm working.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask you to please all rise. Gentlemen, if you would please so kind to remove your hats. And if there are questions about
On you, Amber. Great shot. And we welcome you back to Ventura College for Pirate Football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. Set for the opening kickoff, and the Pirates won the toss, have elected to defer. We will get things going with the Bulldog offense. Some startling similarities between these two teams, if not in style, certainly at the quarterback position this season, where both teams have gone through multiple quarterbacks trying to find the answer, also battling some injuries. The Bulldogs have seen 3 players see significant time: Logan Mortensen, Jackson Clavel, and Eskilou Storer, all seeing time this season. Meanwhile, the Pirates have seen 4 quarterbacks in action this season, starting with Braden Seary, but eventually giving way to Zeke Savage, Nathaniel Frederick, and last week Samuel Marquez, who came on and played well in the loss against Bakersfield. Marquez threw for 143 yards and a couple of touchdowns. So what will happen for the Pirates at the quarterback position, that remains to be seen. Meanwhile, for the Bulldogs, it's back to Zeke Storer is the word that we get. But we'll also likely see Jack Clavel as well. The opening kick taken 2 yards deep out at the 10, out to the 15, 20-yard line, little lane, and knocked out at the 25. So that's where the Bulldogs will go to work to get things going. Ferrari Busby taking it out 27 yards, and we'll see the Bulldog offense. Great news for the Pirates as head coach Steve Mushagian returns to the sidelines tonight after a brief absence. And so Moose back at the controls, and the Pirates returning home, and reason for optimism for Pirate fans, even though, as we outlined at the top, the look in the standings is a little grim as of right now with the Pirates at 0-2, and it's just a 5-game schedule in conference play. So, again, the Pirates certainly need to run the table. You have to start there in conference play, and then they're probably going to need a little bit of help. Right now they're a couple of games behind the Renegades, and the Renegades, of course, would have any tiebreaker with the win over the Pirates a week ago. So here come the Bulldogs, and we will do our best with the numbers here tonight, as you may notice that it's the off-white road uniforms for the Bulldogs and the white numbers. So bear with us. But they come out in an I formation backfield. 2 receivers to the left. Storer under center. And they'll keep it on the ground on first down. And it gives straight ahead for a gain of about 4. And that's Latrell Brown getting the opening carry. And we'll see several backs for the Bulldogs who will no doubt attempt to keep the ball on the ground. That is their MO. Brown coming off a huge performance a week ago. 103 yards on 11 carries for the Bulldogs in the loss against College of the Canyons. So immediately a change in the backfield. They'll stay in the I formation on 2nd and 6. And again, they give to the deep back. They'll try the left side. Sirocco there quickly. And a 3-yard pickup. Ferrari Busby on the carry. 3rd and 3. For Allan Hancock, they come in converting just 31% on 3rd down on the season. But this a manageable 3rd and 3. Meanwhile, the Pirates have allowed their opponents to convert at 35%. Again, Ray Paolo, who is all over the place for the Bulldogs at the fullback position. They'll screen it out and get the first down and more. Out toward midfield. A gain of 18.
Zeke Storer's pass complete to number 23, Jordan Smith.
Finally run out of bounds by Jalen Cooper. The 18-yard gain for the Bulldogs moves the chains. It was Jordan Smith with the reception for the Bulldogs. First down carry. Off tackle on the right side, and good running room again. Another first down for the Bulldogs. Working behind Sapale Fuyamono at right tackle. Cooper again on the stop. But good yardage, a 12-yard run into Pirate territory are the Bulldogs.
On this opening drive, they have it 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll work both receivers to the far side as they work it from left to right here in the first quarter. Another handoff, and again, they try that right side, and dragging tacklers, Jed Aldridge. Finally able to bring down Latrell Brown, but not before good hard running nets him 7 yards. Call it 6. No, they'll give him the 31, so 7-yard pickup for Brown. This is exactly how you draw it up if you're Seth Dameron on that Bulldog sideline on this opening drive. Methodically working it downfield. They started at their own 25. And again, they overload the far side. And the handoff straight ahead. And a gain of a yard. Busby on the carry. So far, it's been Brown and Busby trading off. We'll see Dior Kennedy, one would believe, as well here tonight. He's the leading rusher for the Bulldogs, but again, it's not just running back by committee for the Bulldogs. It's a big committee. 3rd and short. Big play early. Store with the snap. On the right side, good move, 1st down and more. This is a good hesitation at the line. Brown on the carry. And let's take you back here and watch the work. This is a lot about Brown. And watch here, this is pretty well diagnosed, but that's good vision from Latrell Brown to bounce it outside and pick up the 1st down. And we'll bring you back live as the Bulldogs are in the red zone. Walker split out to the left, I formation backfield. And off again. Every run so far has been to the right side. And not a whole lot there. Busby on the carry.
Stop on the play was made by number 33, Tyrus Maliatufa.
Maliatufa on the stop. Busby got to the 16-yard line. That's a gain of a yard. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. Busby, something of a struggle last week. 8 carries for just 16 yards in the loss to Canyons. But Coach Dameron, effusive in his praise of his top 3 backs, certainly, that we had time to talk about, Kennedy, Busby, and Brown. And they'll go back to the ground, and not much doing. Pirates getting into the backfield quickly. And it was Maliatufa again. And Brown on the carry, lucky to get back to the line, and now it's 3rd and 9. Well, with the Bulldogs offense, this is exactly what you want to stay out of, is 3rd and long, where you can make this offense a little more one-dimensional if you're the Pirates. So Storers had 1 completion on 1 attempt so far. Walker will split out to the left. They elect to keep it on the ground on 3rd down for a gain of about 4. Drew Carter on the stop. Busby on the carry, I should say, got down to the 13. That's a 3-yard pickup, brings up 4th down. And the Bulldogs, who have run about 6 minutes off the clock on this opening drive, will settle for a field goal attempt. On to attempt is Acosta. Snap, placement down, kick away. And it's up and good. So the Bulldogs get on the board on a 30-yard field goal. Rath Acosta puts it through, and with 8:56 remaining in the first quarter, the Bulldogs grab a 3-0 lead. We'll keep it here for the opening kick and take you back here, and one more look at a key 3rd down conversion. We'll bring you back and watch Brown convert. This is really where the Bulldogs were able to get into scoring position on a big 3rd down pickup, and eventually it led to 3 points. Pirates will go on offense, and we'll see what we get at the quarterback position. Valenzuela back deep, awaiting the kick. Pirates, a dangerous team on special teams year after year, and this year it's Jesse Valenzuela who represents the significant threat. Already has a punt return for a touchdown. And the kick away. Taken inside the 5. And a little slip inside the 15, and the Pirates are going to start with very poor field position on a short return back to the 16-yard line, and that's where we'll see the Pirate offense for the first time tonight.
Returned by number 22, Lamont James.
So James just 14 yards on the return.
Will be first and 10 for Ventura from their own 16-yard line.
And that looks like Sam Marquez. So Marquez becomes the 4th Pirate quarterback to start a game this season. Low snap. Marquez fans it out, completes to Tate. Tate loses the football. Looked like Tate got there first and got back to it. Now let's watch here as Tate secures the reception, but it's going to be no gain on the play after Tate coughs it up. This play in trouble right from the start. And it's stripped out. But Tate able to jump on it and prevent total disaster for the Pirates. Ends up being a gain of a yard. Valenzuela running left in some trouble. Sheds one tackle but doesn't get by the second wave. Montero with the stop on Valenzuela after a pickup of a yard, and that brings up a 3rd down and 8 for the Pirates on this opening possession. The Pirates uncharacteristically having all kinds of trouble on 3rd down this season. They're converting at just 29%. And this is a 3rd and 8. We're midway through the first period. Snap to Marquez. Good protection, going deep, and incomplete. Just over the outstretched hand of Sebastian Macaluso. And let's watch here, and we'll see if we can get Macaluso coming right into your living room. That's good protection up front. Marquez has time, and Macaluso lays out, working against Ronald Fusilier. And Macaluso had a step, but the Pirates can't convert. It's a 3 and out, and we'll see the punting unit.
Needing to receive number 2,
Vic Garnes back deep for the Bulldogs to receive this kick. Line drive kick taken at the 41. Garnes looking for a lane out to the 48. 7-yard return and very good field position for the Bulldogs for their second possession. They already lead it 3-0.
Stop on the return was made by number 4, C.J. Hodgman.
Just pull it back a little bit. Just pull it back. You're a little tight on it. Just kind of start back a little bit further, and then kind of you can zoom in a little bit, like, you know what I mean? Just okay, thanks. So here come the Bulldogs with Latrell Brown in the backfield. And again, Paolo, who plays everywhere, including defense, at the fullback position, and we'll see him involved before it's all said and done. Brown straight ahead. Absorbs a big hit at midfield. A couple of yards for Latrell Brown on the first down carry.
Number 24, Latrell Brown.
Sirocco with the hit on Brown brings up a 2nd down and 8. Well, this figures to be a pretty fast mover. The Bulldogs will certainly play a ball control offense. Thinking about the difference in style for the 3 Bracks, Kennedy, Brown, and Ferrari Busby. They'll keep it on the ground on 2nd down. Brown following his right guard. That was Ferrari Busby, excuse me. 3 yards for Busby. And a 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. Yeah, I talked to Seth Dameron and talked about Latrell Brown. Said he was the strongest kid on the team. Got off to a little bit of a sluggish start this season, but he's really been coming on as he's worked his way into the offense, and Busby provides that differing style, more of a slasher, a little bit smaller frame. And again, Dior Kennedy, the leading rusher, so we'll see if we see Dior Kennedy at some point as well. 3rd and 5. That is Paolo coming out of the backfield, slips 1 tackle, takes the hit, but with the hit appeared to have enough for the 1st down, but the ball comes out and the Pirates have it. Let's see what we got here from field level. And let's watch here as Paolo able to shed 1 tackle, and for a moment it looked as though Paolo was going to have enough for the 1st down right there as he slipped out of the tackle. But that is a great hit by Joe Hernandez to jar that ball loose, and the Pirates force a huge turnover here in the 1st quarter. It's only a 3-0 game, but the momentum belongs solidly to the Bulldogs. And Hernandez comes up with a big play. The Pirates get it back in good field position at their own 41-yard line. And they stall the momentum of Allan Hancock. That's huge. 1st down carry for Brown. Finds a little lane. He's into the secondary. 1st down and more for J.Q. Brown. Let's take you down here and watch J.Q. Brown running left behind Caleb Barajas and Devin Pitts on the left side of that offensive line. 16-yard run for Brown. And the Pirates are into Bulldog territory. 1st down play and a gain of about 3. As Brown gets the call again, it's 2nd down and 7.
4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Valenzuela back in the backfield. Receivers left and right for Marquez for this 2nd and 7 play. 4-man rush. Marquez again stepping up under pressure, able to get the pass off and find Valenzuela for a 1st down. Not much substitute for good old-fashioned strength. Let's watch here. Garza eventually has the stop, but just when you think they're going to get Marquez, he gets the pass out, finds Valenzuela. And again, we come back live. 4-yard gain on 1st down, so it's 2nd down and 6. Under 5 minutes to go. Jet screen on the right side. Not much doing. Excuse me, that was the 1st down play. The completion to Reeves. And the Pirates lucky to get back to the line. So no gain for Reeves. And a 2nd down and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10, Marquez, deep drop. They're setting up the screen. Complete inside the 30 down to the 26. It was Macaluso, I believe, with the reception. So Macaluso looked like he was coming out of the backfield on that play. A little different formation for the Pirates, finding Macaluso on the screen. Gain of 5 brings up a 3rd down and 5 for the Pirates. Quickly to the line. Play action and a throw over the middle, complete inside the 5, and a touchdown for the Pirates. Tim Greer on the reception. Pirates grab the lead on a touchdown pass of 26 yards from Marquez to Greer. Let's first give you up top here. And this, hard to say. I think this is intended for Greer all the way, but you see Macaluso make a little leap. It's an interesting design as they both run the skinny post. And I think Marquez going to Greer all the way. Extra point partially blocked. The score will remain 6-3. And let's see if we have that one down at field level. And watch Marquez here. And again, it starts with good protection up front. And Marquez gets this one off. And there you see Greer at the tail end. He'll take it in. Tim Greer, who has stepped up and become option number 1 in the passing game for the Pirates with a 26-yard touchdown catch. The Pirates grab a 6-3 lead with 3:42 remaining here in the first quarter. Well, after a 3 and out, that was very good from Samuel Marquez, who's now 5 of 6 for 39 yards, and he's up to 3 touchdowns without an interception since coming on in the Bakersfield game a week ago. And I know Braden Seary's been battling some injuries, but perhaps the Pirates may have found their answer here at the quarterback position in 2022. As Marquez has come on and played well, each Savage and Frederick certainly in their stints had moments, no question about it, but the Pirates were having difficulty getting the consistency from that position for much of this season, and we'll see if Marquez proves to be something of an answer down the stretch. Kick taken at the 2-yard line. Out to the 20, and call it the 21, a 19-yard return, and we'll see the Bulldog offense trailing for the first time tonight at 6-3, 3:35 remaining in the opening quarter.
Brought down on the return by number 31, Cy Vinson. 19-yard kickoff return. It will be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Bulldogs.
So the Pirate defense comes on with a lead to protect. Latrell Brown in the backfield. Zeke Storer brings out the Bulldog offense. First down carry for Brown. Plunges forward for a gain of about 3 to the 24. The Pirates claiming they've got the football coming out, but and no, now the call does come in. Well, let's see how much of that play we have. Let's watch this one again and maybe see if we can get that at field level. Yeah, it looks like we have this one at field level. So the Pirate offense back on as the Pirates force their second turnover here in the first quarter. Watch Brown on the carry. And, oh, that's tough. Right in the way, and can't see from that angle where the ball came out. But the Pirates quickly get on it. And we'll come back and maybe see if we can get that one from another angle, but want to bring you back live with the Pirates back in scoring position. They're at the 22-yard line, forcing another turnover. Reeves looking to throw. Pop flies into the end zone. Back line. No signal yet. Touchdown! Wow! I think they went back to Tim Greer. And let's watch this one more time as they'll go out to Greer, or I should say out to Reeves. Reeves looking to throw all the way here. And then I believe that's Greer that makes the reception. We'll double check here. And yeah, it was Greer. So the Pirates now push the lead to 12-3. Quick strike. And again, we will take you back and give you one more look at that one. The extra point up and good. Pirates with a 13-3 lead, and let's see if we have that down at field level, and we'll come back and yep. So watch here. And Reeves, well behind the line, looking to throw. And no, that is not Tim Greer. Okay, so let's correct that. That was Jerron Glenn, another transfer from Riverside, making the reception. So Glenn from Reeves. And the Pirates grab a 13-3 lead, still 3:18 remaining in the first quarter. And this is as quick a turnaround as you are going to see. And let's see if we can, let's go back one more time here and see if we can get this one from Upton. Well, it's kind of hard to tell here. This is taking you back to the fumble that happened, partially obstructed. And watch here, and that's another big hit from Sirocco that apparently jarred that ball loose, and the Pirates come up with the big turnover, and they convert it for a touchdown as Reeves finds Jerron Glenn. And now we'll bring you back live, 13-3, the Pirates on top. Well, the Pirates, year after year, it's the same. They can force turnovers. They're now, with these two in the first quarter, +6 turnover differential on the season. That is the 20th turnover they have forced. We have our first flag tonight, and it comes with 3:11 remaining in the first quarter. Let's see if this is going to back up the Bulldogs. And we'll huddle up and we'll get the call. Our referee tonight, Mark Milson. And we'll await the call.
Personal foul on the receiving team, number 19, 15-yard penalty, first down.
So a personal foul against Allan Hancock. That's a 15-yard penalty, and it'll back him up. And we'll take this one back inside the 20-yard line.
Play first and 10 from their own 17-yard line.
So the Bulldogs will start from the 17. And they'll come out of the I formation. They will send both receivers to the right, but a first down carry and not a whole lot doing. Pirates have made a nice adjustment against the run. That's a 2-yard carry. Dior Kennedy gets his first carry tonight. A gain of 2 leaves us second down and 8. Maliatufa on the stop for the Pirates. Leaves a second down and 8. Quick slant and a completion right in front of Jalen Wesley. Out to the 31-yard line. The Bulldogs are going to move the chains. Jaleel Walker, the leading receiver on the season for the Bulldogs, makes the reception. Wesley does come up with the tackle, but not before the Bulldogs move the chains. They have it first and 10 at the 32 in an offset I formation. Walker solo to the right. They'll keep it on the ground on a first down carry straight ahead out to the 37-yard line. Busby back in the game, gets the carry and gains 5. Second down and 5. Marquette Harris with the stop for the Pirates, and Harris has really been coming on over the last few weeks in that Pirate secondary, and he's been a playmaker. First tackle tonight for Harris, and a second and 5 for the Bulldogs from the 37. The Pirates lead at 13-3. They'll try the left side this time. Pushing the pile for a gain of 3. Dior Kennedy with the carry.
Stop was made by number 96, Reggie Pomeray.
That'll bring up a third down and short. Third and call it a long one.
4-yard gain, third and 1.
For the Bulldogs as we wind under a minute to go in this first quarter. Turnovers have been the story of the day. After a lengthy drive led to a Bulldog field goal, the Pirates have forced a couple of fumbles and a couple of shorter fields, and they have converted a couple of touchdown passes. Big hole up the middle. This could be 6 at the 40, 35, 30, down to the 20, and in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Hancock. Ball carried by number 22, John Allan.
John Allan with his first carry, and he makes it count. let's watch here up top. This came from 39 yards out on a 3rd and 1, and Allan with a good hole straight up the middle. And once he breaks the tackle at midfield, it's a 61-yard touchdown rumble as Allan able to outrun that Pirates secondary, hangs on and gets in from 61 yards out. The extra point is good. And we'll give you one more look here and see if we can get this one down at field level. Let's watch the work up front and the hole there for Allan. That is a big lane. Following Gilbert Partita, Deontay Cromedy in the interior of that offensive line. And John Allan goes 61 yards to pay dirt for the Bulldogs. Allan's previous long run on the season was 24 yards. They'll call that one 59 yards. It came from the 41. And the Bulldogs are right back in this one. Well, just when the Pirates had it going their way. The Bulldogs with a big answer. They go 83 yards. 59 of it coming on the rumble by John Allan. Short kick taken by James just inside the sideline at the 13, but this is well positioned, and James is going to get next to nothing on the return. Out to the 16-yard line, and that's where the Pirates will take over with 27 seconds remaining in this first quarter.
Stop was made by number 33, Jordan Fields. First and 10, Ventura from their own 16-yard line.
So we'll bring you back. Saw the tail end there in the celebration for John Allan. And here come the Pirates. And they will look to regain a measure of momentum here. As the Pirates give up the long run. First down, Kerry Valenzuela weaves his way forward for a gain of about 3 to the 19.
James Miles.
Excuse me, that was James Miles on the carry. So Miles picks up 3 yards. Miles, along with Valenzuela, J.Q. Brown, primary ball carriers for the Pirates. The Pirates will not run another play. That will do it for the first quarter. After one, the Pirates leading at 13-10. You are watching Ventura College Football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. And we'll bring you back live, get to more of the highlights. Certainly at halftime, we'll run down a lot of the highlights for you here in this first half. Start of the second quarter, and the Pirates facing a second down. Quick slant over the middle, first down and more. Out past the 35, the ball is loose. Pirates look to have gotten there first. Let's wait and see what the call is. Well, they'll huddle up on the completion. Looked like the Pirates got it back, and they did.
Almost recovered by Ventura.
So a first down completion Marquez continues to throw the ball well. Gets it out to the 34. First and 10 receivers left and right for the Pirates. Early going second quarter. Marquez, another short throw over the middle. Broken tackle at the 40, first down for the Pirates. Going back to Greer out to the 47-yard line.
Marcus pass complete to number 6, Tim Greer. We have a penalty flag on the play.
We do have a flag down, watching Greer working over the middle, able to break the tackle. And the Pirates with another first down for the moment. And we will await the call from Mark Milson. And the preliminary indication.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 95. 15-yard penalty. Automatic.
I believe this is going to be Brody Tucker on the interior of that defensive line picking up the personal foul. That'll tack on 15 yards. That's big for the Pirates. That takes it all the way down inside the 40 to the 37-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 for Ventura. Well, it started out with a long drive by the Bulldogs and 3 points on the board and settle in for what might be more of a defensive affair. And then the points started coming. A couple of turnovers and some big plays. Marquez pop flies to far side. And they're going to say, no, that was incomplete. No, it is complete. Back to Greer. And let's watch here. And we'll see if we can get this one over on the far side. And Marquez has really settled in. This is another good throw. Nice hands on the snap. I see Greer gets the feet down. Down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Another catch for Greer. They'll empty the backfield on first and 10. Four-man rush, quick throw from Marquez. Catch is made. Gain of a couple. Back to Jerron Blizzard. So a gain of 2. Vic Garnes on the stop for the Pirates. Excuse me, I believe I said Jerron Blizzard. It's Jerron Glenn with the reception. Apologies. So Glenn picks up a couple, second down and 8. Fake to Valenzuela. Marquez looking right, throws. Incomplete, looking for Tate. Let's watch here. Yes. Good job as Marquez locks in. Working against Ronald Fusilier. And Fusilier able to break that one up, bring up a third down and 8. Valenzuela will stay in the backfield. 13 minutes exactly remaining in the first half. 3 wide receivers to the left for the Pirates on a 3rd and 8. Play action blitz coming. Good protection for Marquez. Rainbows the far corner and it's incomplete.
Samuel Marquez pass was intended for number 11, Drew Lopez. Ball's incomplete.
So the Pirate drive stalls in the red zone. And that'll bring on the field goal unit. This would be a 32-yard attempt. Rafael Vargas will attempt this one straight away. Here's the snap placement down, plenty of leg. And Vargas, I should say, Marquez bangs it through from 32 yards out. That extends the lead to 16-10 in favor of the Pirates. It's an interesting case with Rafael Vargas watching this season. He's been pretty solid with his field goal attempts on the year. But he's had all kinds of struggles, including tonight, on the extra points. It's one of those odd things you wonder if it isn't a little bit mental. Not that you need a ton of leg strength to make a point after, but obviously, Vargas seems much more locked in on his field goal attempts, and the Pirates have missed a number of extra points this season. And you look at a score like this, and it's a 6-point game instead of 7. And, you know, this is a matchup, as it happens, with the Bulldogs, where 2 of the last 3 games have been decided by exactly 1 point. So it's not exactly out of the realm that we might see a game that comes down to a single point. And at what point those missed extra points have a way of coming back and becoming significant late in games. Return out to the 30. 35 good. Return out to the 37-yard line. So the Bulldogs will take over with good field position.
Picking up return by number 23, Jordan Smith.
Smith brings it out to the 37. And we'll see the Bulldog offense trailing it 16-10.
Hancock, 1st and 10 Bulldogs.
Kennedy in the backfield with Paolo. Offset I formation with Walker solo to the right. Pirates crowding the line. Linebackers up, play action. Storer wants to throw. Paolo coming out of the backfield, and he dropped it. Pass didn't quite get there. Looking for Ray Paolo. And Paolo maybe starting to turn that big body and see if he can get himself going upfield. Couldn't quite secure the football. That brings the 2nd down and 10. Talked about Paolo and the versatility. Started the season as a tight end, and with some injuries, he moves more to that H-back position that we've seen him lining up as a fullback. But still a big part of the passing game for this Bulldog offense. Out to the 41, a gain of 4 will bring up a 3rd down and 6. But Paolo also will come in goal line situations. He'll also come in and play on the defensive line. And in fact, that might be his strongest position. Asset Dameron as Paolo, who will certainly look to continue his football career after he moves on from Allan Hancock. If he had a preference about where he'd play in. Dameron was quick to point out that, guys like to score touchdowns, but that actually Ray Paolo really gravitates toward defense and is thinking very much about continuing to play on that defensive line. Big hit near the 1st down marker, but a good job by the Bulldogs to pick up the 1st down on a carry on a 3rd and 7. And this is good work on the left side of that offensive line as you watch Ferrari Busby. Another good running lane, takes the big hit and gets the 1st down as Jed Aldridge lays the lumber on Busby, but can't knock that ball loose. 8-yard run for Busby on a 3rd and 7 moves the chains. Fresh set of downs. 1st down carry on the right side and good yardage once again. Kennedy on the carry. Aldridge again forced to make the stop, but 9 yards downfield. It's a 2nd down and 1 for Allan Hancock. We're early in the 2nd quarter. Of course, Ventura College football brought to you by Crown Plaza Ventura Beach, the official hotel of Ventura College Athletics. Also brought to you by Scooter's Barbecue. Scooter's Barbecue, the official barbecue sauce of Ventura College Athletics. So a 2nd and 1 from the 42. And they give to the deep back. And a good move at the line and a 1st down. John Allan. Well, that's going to hurt his average significantly. Wesley on the stop. Allan had 1 carry previously for 59 yards. That time he'll have to settle for about 5 yards and a 1st down. Sure, he'll take it. See the clock continue to move down to 11 minutes. And another 1st down for the Bulldogs. That 3rd and 7 carry looms large On the right side again, inside the 35, down to the 32. Busby on the carry. 4-yard run before Drew Carter can make the stop. And it brings up a 2nd down and 6. And we'll get in tight on that Bulldog huddle. And there is Zeke Storer, who started the season as the starting quarterback, but was injured, had to go through a concussion protocol. And that brought in Jack Clevel and Logan Mortensen to see some duty. But Storer back in the fold. Kennedy on the carry gets to the 31. It's a 1-yard run for Kennedy, and Drew Carter again with the stop, and it brings up another critical 3rd down. This is a 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs, who are 4 of 6 on 3rd down, including a couple of conversions from 3rd and this distance or more that they've been able to manage here in the first half. Pirate defense looking for a big stop here. The field goal attempt would be of 48 yards from this position on the field. Bouncing it outside, 1st down and more, trying to get the corner. Flags are down in the backfield as Allan gets the 3rd down carry and takes it all the way down to the 15-yard line. But let's see what the flag is. This is where you might expect to see a holding call. That would be huge for the Pirates. And we'll go down to Mark Milson.
Number 44, 10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
All right, the Bulldogs with the penalty. So that'll wipe away the 1st down, and instead it'll back it up to the 39-yard line, where it will be 3rd down and about 13. So let's see if the Pirates can take advantage of the penalty here for the Bulldogs. And see if they can get off the field. Walker to the right. 3rd down and 13. Snap to Storer. Play action. Storer on a designed roll. Looking for Walker on the far sideline.
That's ruled incomplete.
And it is ruled incomplete. Well, let's see what the call was. No, it looks like they are going to call that a completed pass. Let's watch here. We got a pretty good angle of it, and that's a nice job by Walker. It's a gain of 12 on 3rd and 13, and a 4th and 1 from the 27, and this is pretty much a no-brainer for the Bulldogs. They're going to go for it, obviously, on a 4th and 1. They are 9 of 17 on 4th down this season. 4th down carry straight ahead. This may come down to the spot. Good push by the Pirates up front. This will come down to the spot, and I don't know, preliminarily, it looks like he might not have gotten it. Let's watch here as they went back to Allan, who's been huge. Good push.
Measurement.
And they are going to stop the clock for the measurement. Now let's keep it here, and we'll see what happens. Amber, can you see if he can get in on the measurement? Can he get a shot of the measurement down on the field? And it's going to come down, and he is short. And the Pirates with a big stand. Well, they forced a couple of fumbles, and that's been huge for their momentum. And now a big stop on 4th and 1 after the Bulldogs have already totaled up. .191 yards of total offense, but the vast majority of that, 154 yards on the ground in 22 attempts. So the Bulldogs running the ball very effectively in this first half. But it's the Pirates who make a huge play defensively, coming up with a stop on 4th down and turning away the Bulldogs. The Pirates will keep the 6-point lead and get the ball back with 8:32 remaining. They'll have it at their own 27-yard line. Brown on the carry. Brown's in the clear. 45-50, one man to beat. Cuts back at the 45. Brought down from behind at the 32-yard line.
Ball carried by number 6, Greer. Excuse me, the ball was carried by number 5, J.Q. Brown. Stop was made by number 1.
And look at the work by J.Q. Brown. All the way to the 32-yard line. That's a 37-yard run for Brown. And the Pirates want to work quickly right back to Brown, twisting forward for a gain of a yard. And one more look here as Brown running behind standout left tackle Caleb Barajas. Finally brought down by Antonio Fisher, but not before Brown. Rumbles for 41 yards, they'll call it. Thinking about the longest run of the year for J.Q. Brown, 56 yards, so not quite there on that one, but he'll take 41. Quick screen, couple of blocks, open field, down to the 5, in for the touchdown. Tim Greer with the touchdown reception.
30-yard pass completion.
And Tim Greer having himself a big first half. Let's take you back here and look at this one from field level. And I think this starts with some good blocking and a couple of blocks right there. Valenzuela freeing up Greer, who takes it down the far sideline to give the Pirates a 22-10 lead. And Vargas will come on for the extra point. We do have a player down. Let's go back here and see if we can take a look again one more time while we get ready for the extra point. And let's see here. And once again, this is well designed and good job setting up. And yeah, the blocking right there. And thought I saw Valenzuela, but actually I want to give credit. I believe that might have been a Moni Butler on the far side. It's hard to get a number, but great blocking on the screen pass, and that frees up Greer, who then has a nice little sprint to the end zone. Offsides on the Pirates will back him up. And again, as we outlined moments ago, the extra point is hardly a formality for the Pirates this season so far. Marquez now 8 of 11, 91 yards and a couple of touchdowns. That, again, after a week ago, put up almost identical numbers, 8 of 13, for even more yards, 143 and a couple of touchdowns. So this is a torrid start for Samuel Marquez, who has come out of nowhere. Didn't figure prominently at the start of the year, at least not that we heard. But he figures to figure prominently at the end of the year right now, the way things are shaping up. 23-10, one more time, back to the touchdown pass. Marquez able to sell that. And you see the great block that frees up Greer. And it's 23-10 in favor of the Pirates. 7:24 to go in the first half. Smith and Busby back deep for the Bulldogs. And the Pirates will tee it up. Well, couple of touchdowns off turnovers in the first half, and now a touchdown off a big fourth down stop for the Pirates. So it's been big plays defensively leading to offense, and that is a little more of the Pirate playbook that we have seen the last several years covering this team. Is it a coincidence with Coach Steve Mushagian back on the sidelines? We can only speculate on that, but it does seem that the Pirates are finding some measure of form here as they return home after the tough two-game road swing to start this conference schedule. They come in overall 4-3. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs 3-4 overall. But a long way to go in a 13-point game. The touchback. Give the ball to the Bulldogs at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. So here comes Storer, who's been pretty good himself, 4 of 5 for 49 yards. Talked about the 154 yards on the ground for the Bulldogs as a team in this first half, and moving the football hasn't exactly been the problem. Bulldogs have hurt themselves with turnovers. They also came in +4 turnover differential on the season, and in fact, as a team, they only had 8 turnovers in their first 7 games, so to have 2 in the first half is noteworthy in and of itself. And J.P. Luketu gets the carry, his first carry tonight, after he didn't get a carry a week ago. So the 1-yard run leaves a 2nd down and 9. And Storer comes to the line, looks over the Pirate defense on a 2nd and 9. Again, on the ground, Allan on the carry. Follows his right guard for a gain of perhaps a couple. Jalen Cooper. Drew Carter on the stop. The 2-yard run leaves a 3rd down and 7 for the Bulldogs, who tonight are now 4 of 8 on 3rd down. And this is where you want to be if you're the Pirates. Keeping the Bulldogs in these 3rd and longer situations. This a 3rd and 7. Again, Jaleel Walker solo to the left. Storer on a designed roll, looking for Walker on the out. Makes the catch up near the 40-yard line. This is well done by the Bulldogs. Well executed for the 1st down. So let's watch Storer down at field level, and he locks in on Jaleel Walker, who came in leading the team with 25 receptions. This is another big catch. Walker working one-on-one on the outside. Makes the catch, gets out to the 39 for a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down, and Paulo makes the catch coming out of the backfield this time. Slips out of a tackle from C.J. Hodgson and has another 1st down. So the Bulldogs shake it up a little bit. We saw them try this play earlier. Couldn't quite make the connection. That a little better throw, and Paulo able to make the catch. That was Cooper, who had a shot at him but couldn't bring him down. And, well, that's no crime. Ray Paulo. Big, strong, fast, multi-dimensional player for this Bulldog squad, and he's not going to be easy to bring down from any position, and he gets the 1st down there. 1st down carry on the right side, pushing the pile for a gain of 6. Luketu, good hard running, brings up a 2nd down and 4. The Bulldogs right on the move again. Pirates looking for another big play. That has been their saving grace so far. Allan returns. So already we've seen 5 different players carry the football for the Bulldogs, and that's nothing new. I formation backfield on a 2nd and 4. They'll go with Allan. On the right side, a little hesitation, but runs into a wall. No gain on the play for John Allan. Was that Latrell Brown? Jonah Rubidoux on the stop. And let's watch here the Pirates, for one of the rare times tonight, getting good penetration and really blowing up this play. And no, that was Allan. All right, I think that. Yeah, John Allan on the carry. And there you see Rubidoux able to shed his block, get into the backfield, wrap up Allan for a minimal gain on the play, and a big 3rd down, a 3rd and 4 as we wind under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. I should say in the first half. And now whistles come in, and a timeout taken.
Timeout.
Bulldogs going to take their first charge timeout, facing a 3rd and 4 from the Ventura 45. You're watching Pirate Football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network.
Really? I'm turning myself down? Weird. I don't know. I've already messed it up anyway.
Really? Third and 4 for the Bulldogs from the Pirate 45. Snap to Store. Handoff over the left side and a first down. As Ferrari Busby with good hard running, able to pick up the first down and get to the 39. That's a big conversion. And now the Bulldogs have a fresh set of downs in Pirate territory, and that's big now for the Bulldogs. You can run a little more time off, keep this game close, maybe get down into scoring position, put some points on the board, and keep the Pirate offense off the field. As the Pirates already have 23 on the board, they've gotten it together offensively here tonight. Store looking for Paolo, makes the catch over on the far sideline. Lost a yard on the play. So a 2nd down and 11 coming up for the Bulldogs. Cooper there to force Paolo out of bounds. That'll stop the clock as John Allan will return in the backfield for the Bulldogs. Double tight end set. Allan on the left side, breaks a tackle, drags another tackler down to the 35. Rubidoux again among theirs, getting there for the stop. So a 4-yard run brings up a 3rd down and 6. For the Bulldogs, yet another 3rd down. They're 5 of 9 on 3rd down here tonight. 6 of 10 after converting a couple on this drive. Not in field goal range yet. Quick pitch on the left side, hit in the backfield. Great stand by the Pirates on a 3rd and 6. Carter back there along with Wesley Rubidoux. Watch this one. This is as good a job as the Pirates have done against the run here tonight. Brings up a 4th down and long. It was Kennedy on the carry, and he doesn't have a whole lot of chance here. Mali Atufa, while I'm mentioning a lot of other players on that defense, was actually the first to shoot the gap and get back there. A loss on the play of a yard makes it 4th and 7 from the 36, and a decision for Seth Dameron. It's the Pirates who will take a timeout. 2:19 remaining here in the first half. And this is vintage Steve Mushagan in Ventura Pirate football. Wants to give every opportunity he can for his offense to put more points on the board. And they will come out looking at a 4th and 7. And now if you're Seth Dameron on the Bulldog sideline, do you want to play field position here and try to pin the Pirates deep? But no, they're going to send the offense out, and they're going to try and continue this drive rather than perhaps try to kick one to the corner and see if you can pin the Pirates back. 3 wide receiver set. Store with 15 on the play clock, and this may be just a situation where he tries to draw them off. Nope, he gets the snap. Store Looking right, under pressure, got to get rid of it. Just has to throw it away. The Pirates with another stand on 4th down. Bulldogs now 0 of 2. Angelo Jewell coming off the edge. And let's watch here. This is the watch as Jewell at the tail end there, you see, bearing down, and Storer just runs out of time. And just has to throw it away. Another great job by the Pirates defensively. And now with 2:13 remaining in the first half, they've got a chance to tack some points on. They'll take over with pretty good field position at the 36. Still have 2 timeouts as well. Brown in the backfield with Marquez. As the snap, play action, throw over the middle, and the pass incomplete. Looking for Chris Reeves.
Marcus's pass was intended for number 1, Chris Reeves. It falls incomplete. The second attempt.
And that was Cyree Lewis on the coverage on Reeves. And both Lewis and Fusilier, solid cover corners for the Bulldogs this season. 3 wide receivers to the left for the Pirates on a 2nd and 10. Straight drop for Marquez. Sidesteps one tackler, but he won't get past the second wave. That's going to go down as a sack.
Marcus sacked by number 34, Devin Spees.
Devin Spees, the first to get there, and let's see if we can catch just the tail end of this. And well, we were a little late on that, but you see Spees after Marquez bought a little time and sidestepped that first wave, but can't get by the second wave of Bulldog rushers, and brings up a 3rd and 16, 1:58 to go, and now it's Allan Hancock that will take a timeout. Looking to preserve a little time for their offense. Valenzuela back in the game in the backfield. And the Pirates will spread it out with 4 wide receivers. Interestingly, no Tim Greer on the field. And is this maybe... No, now we'll have to make a change at quarterback as well. Might have seen in that replay that Marquez lost his helmet at the tail end of that play. So I believe if that rule is still in effect, that Marquez has to come out for a play, and we'll see Braden Seary setting up the screen to Valenzuela in some trouble in the backfield. This is going nowhere. Valenzuela will do well just to hold on to the ball. Now he does stay in bounds. So unless the Bulldogs want to take another timeout, the Pirates can let the clock run, but the Bulldogs will take their 3rd and final timeout with 1:46 remaining. When we come back, the Pirates will have to punt it away. 23-10. 1:46 to go in the first half. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. LJ Harm on to punt. First punt tonight for LJ Harm with 1:46 remaining in the first half. Harm comes on, averaging 36 yards a kick. Could do with a big one here. High kick from Harm. This is a good one. Takes a Pirate bounce. And a dangerous play to try and make something happen at the 22. Boy, what a break that would have been for the Pirates. Vic Garnes takes that one on the bounce. Might have bought the Bulldogs a few yards. Nonetheless, a punt of 49 yards for L.J. Harm, and that does a pretty good job of flipping the field, and the Bulldogs will have a significant distance to go if they're looking for points, with 1:34 remaining in the first half. Yeah, I mentioned Vargas earlier hitting the field goal. Now 5 of 9 on field goals on the season, but he's also missed 6 extra points, which is one of those weird things. First down carry for the Bulldogs. Sirocco there again quickly, along with Carter, to bring down Kennedy after a gain of about 2. Call it 3. Bring up a second down and 7, and the Bulldogs here, I think, looking like they might be content to head to the locker room down 13. We did see one big run earlier, certainly John Allan breaking a 59-yarder, so it's not out of the realm of possibility, but you get the feeling that the Bulldogs are looking potentially to see if they can hit a home run here, get themselves into scoring position quickly. Blitz coming, Storer lobs over the middle, and had Walker, but the pass incomplete. Let's watch here and take you back and talked a little bit about the Bulldogs' approach offensively, and this is exactly what they want to do, which is soften you up with that good running game, but they're looking at some point to take a shot deep, and they got the look they wanted, and Walker was a couple of yards clear. If Storer could have dropped that in, that is the home run they were looking for. 3rd down and 7, 48 seconds. And look for the Pirates to potentially take a timeout here if they can get a stop. Storer on the designed roll, looking for Paulo in the passing complete. They won't have to take a timeout. Quick 3 and out for the Bulldogs. And we'll see the Pirate offense one more time. On a 4th and 7, the Bulldog punting unit will come on. That's a great job by that Pirate defense. Well, they did almost get beat for the big play on the pass to Walker. But nonetheless, a 3 and out is a 3 and out. And it's going to look good in the box score. And they'll get the ball back. See if the Pirates can make something happen in the final minute. This is a short kick. Big bounce taken by Valenzuela at midfield. Flags come in late. Let's see what the flag is here.
We have a penalty flag on the return.
Let's see if we have this one down closer to field level and see what happens here as Valenzuela takes this one on the big hop, as is his tendency to do. And I'm not sure what I saw there that might have drawn the flag. It's going to be good field position nonetheless. And Mark Milson with the call. This is going to go against the Pirates. So that'll back it up to the Pirate 42, where it'll be 1st and 10. If you're thinking about the field goal, the long this season for Vargas is 40 yards. Well, they take it all the way back to the 35. And again, if it's a spot foul, it came at the 45. So it's a bigger penalty. That's one that cost them upwards of 20 yards rather than 10, as Valenzuela had been able to get to the 46 of Allan Hancock. So this is an entirely different situation with 32 seconds remaining. The Pirates need a bigger play. Marquez on, 3 wide receivers to the right. Has the snap, flags are down. Marquez looking deep, wants Tate, and it's off his hands, incomplete. Boy, he almost found Kevin Tate. And again, watch this one here. Let's see if we can. Oh, couldn't quite get that one. See the flag down. the penalty is going to work against Allan Hancock. Appeared that they jumped offside, so Marquez tried for the free play. Instead, he'll settle for 5 yards. And the Pirates have it at the Bulldog at the Pirate 40, 1st and 10. Still 26 seconds. The Pirates also have 2 timeouts. 3-man rush. Might be a broken play. Marquez able to get away from one tackler, but taken down near midfield. Montero with the big tackle on Marquez. And Marquez another one in the line of quarterbacks that lead with the big body. He's a good-sized frame, and he's not easy to bring down, but talking about a defensive lineman in Abraham Montero, and Montero was up to the challenge. Marquez did make something out of nothing and pick up 4 yards. The Pirates do take a timeout. That's their second charged timeout. They're down to 16 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll take you back through all of the significant plays in the first half and at halftime.
Second and 1 from the 44-yard line.
It's a 4-yard run for Marquez. Brings up a 2nd down and 1 from the 44. Play action. Marquez straight drop. Good protection. Guns on the near side and finds Tate in Bulldog territory. Slips out of a tackle at the 35 and gets to the 33. Clock runs. We're down to 7 seconds. The Pirates are going to have to take a timeout. This is another good throw from Marquez. Gets it over the linebacker and in front of Fusilier and finds Tate. Looked like Jesse Garza dropping back into coverage, and they had Tate fairly well bracketed. But Marquez delivers a great throw. Let's take it back one more time, and let's look at this one from up top. And there you see, over the outstretched arms, but in front of the deep coverage, and Tate down to the 33. This would still be a 50-yard attempt. Now you're down to 7 seconds. Pirates out of timeouts. And I think you got a chance to take a crack at the end zone or try the field goal. I don't know if you can do both. So what's the plan here with Valenzuela in the backfield, receivers left and right? Snap to Marquez. Quick throw. Outside to Greer. Gets out at the 29. That's an 8-yard pickup, but more importantly, Greer does it in 6 seconds. So 1 second remaining on the clock. Was it 6 seconds? Was it a little home field on the clock? We'll never know. But Greer's pretty speedy. He could probably do that in 6 seconds. So that will bring on Vargas to attempt a 46-yard field goal. And Vargas stares it down from the left hash. High snap placement down. Line drive kick from Vargas. Not going to get there. He hooked it left. And the Pirates miss on the field goal on the final play of the first half. We head to the locker room. Halftime from the VC Sportsplex with the Pirates leading the Bulldogs 23-10. You are watching Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com.
can't believe I just took the clock in the middle of a scoring play. It's like the first time ever. So do me a favor.
Halftime from Ventura here at the BC Sportsplex, and the Pirates leading the Bulldogs 23-10 on the strength of brilliant play from quarterback Samuel Marquez, who is 12 of 16, 151 yards and a couple of touchdowns here in the first half. J.Q. Brown leading the way on the ground with 63 yards on 4 carries. Tim Greer leads the way for the receivers, 5 catches for 98 yards and a couple of touchdowns. About 11 minutes away from the start of the second half, Ventura on top 23-10. It's Pirate football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the BC Sports Network. Okay. Cool.
So, do you think we need to change the battery? Yeah, no, I think that was good. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's fine. If you want, as long as you get, no, it's up to you. When you tell me what you think we need to radio, fine. If I say it's not there, I can see it pop down. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I feel too bad. I don't know if I'll notice or
Right? So yeah, I just feel like I'll just tell you and everybody else listening. Apparently, this is, I don't know how this is working, but okay. Maybe that's what you wanted. Maybe that's why you put that in. Yeah. Yeah, take this. Take this bad boy. Slide that there. Why can't I bring this up? No. Can you tell me if the broadcast is still going? Give me a second. God damn it. Okay. You're still getting it? Okay, you're still getting it? where you won't get different. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, that's it. 50. Oh, you're okay. So yeah, we'll work on that. Make sure it's still done. Oh, you know why? Well, that's why. My headset's just off all the time. It's not tied to this. That's why. Okay.
Check, check. Check, check, check. Start of the third quarter. And the Pirates will have it first after deferring after winning the opening toss. So a chance to extend on a 13-point lead as they'll get it first to start the third quarter. Zeke Storer was 7 of 11 for 69 yards in the first half. John Allan led the way on the ground with 76 yards on 6 carries, 59 of those coming on a big touchdown run back in the first quarter that pulled the Bulldogs within 3 at 13-10. Ferrari Busby with 47 yards on the ground. Indeed, overall 176 yards rushing for the Bulldogs in the first half. But the other significant statistic, 2 turnovers for the Bulldogs that have led to 13 Pirate points, and that happens to be the Pirate lead as we start the third quarter. So there's your significant storyline. In the first 30 minutes, we are set to go. The kick away. Valenzuela chases this one back 2 yards deep. He'll bring it out. He's at the 10. Hit there and dropped. Maybe got to the 11. That is a 14-yard return by Valenzuela. Now late flags come in, and we've got some pushing and shoving down on the field in the wake of this play. And now another flag comes in, and, well, we may see somebody's night end right here. And now the coaches will get involved and try to get everybody off the field. That one took a minute to break up. So now we'll sort it out. We'll see what the call is here, as they'll huddle up and have to make some calls. And it just went a little bit after the whistle. And then several seconds later, as it was still going on, it flared up again and another flag came in. So I think there's going to be 2 calls here. Let's see what the call is, as Mark Milson will fill us in. Well, first play of the third quarter, and we'll see if this is one where the officials are going to have their hands full and going to have to try and keep things in order. Sometimes that happens, and tempers will start to flare.
After the play.
All right, here's the call.
Number 74, penalties declined. After the play, personal foul number 2 on the receiving team at the distance, first down.
All right, so 2 personal fouls. Only 1 can be accepted, but it's going to mean that the field position goes from bad to worse for the Pirates, and they'll start in the shadow of their own goalpost. This will back them up to the 5-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. So the Pirates have their work cut out for them as J.Q. Brown comes into the backfield. And Samuel Marquez leads the Pirate offense onto the field. He is coming off a scintillating first-half performance. 151 yards and a couple of touchdowns, as he has rejuvenated this Pirate offense. So we're ready to go early in the third here on the VC Sports Network. Snaps some movement up front and whistles on the snap. And Andrew Lauritsen was coming off the edge, and no choice but to blow that play dead. And this is going to go against the Bulldogs. So the Pirates buy themselves a little real estate as the Bulldogs jump. And that'll create a 1st and 5 from the 10-yard line. ready to go again, 1st and 5. Snap to Marquez. They'll keep it on the ground. Cut back for Brown. Brought down after a gain of 3.
Ball carried by number 3, Jesse Valenzuela.
So it should be Valenzuela on the carry.
Stop was made by number 3.
Fields on the stop. Brings up a 2nd down and 2. Quiet first half for Jesse Valenzuela. That's just his 2nd carry in the game for 5 yards. Valenzuela coming off 59 yards and a touchdown a week ago in the loss to Bakersfield. Hasn't seen a lot of action tonight. Play action, a throw on the left side. Completion for a 1st down.
Samuel Marcus pass complete.
Finding Greer again. 6th catch for Greer.
Covering on the play, number 6, Cyrene.
There you see Tim Greer, who is rapidly heading toward 100 yards.
1st and 10.
In fact, with that one, I think he might have gone over. So Greer with another catch. I believe I misspoke. That's his 5th catch for 98 yards. But more importantly for the Pirates right now, gives them a 1st down. They set up the screen. Valenzuela in trouble. He's going to be swallowed up for a loss on the play.
Samuel Marcus pass complete to number 3, Jesse Valenzuela.
And let's watch here.
Stop made by number 8.
And that's Jesse Garza getting on this play quickly. And this is a slow developing play, and this is the risk that you run when you get one that's kind of slow developing.
6 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and
Excuse me, that was P.J. Mauiagoa. And P.J. Mauiagoa is a guy that got special mention from Seth Dameron in our conversation this week and said that he's a guy who really seems to have found himself in the last week or two. Had a monster game a week ago with 1.5 sacks and a strip sack in the game in the loss to Canyons. And they are very excited about what P.J. Mauiagoa might mean for this defense moving forward, and indeed his career beyond Allan Hancock. And that's a good look there as he jumps on Valenzuela for a loss on the play. And incompletion makes it 3rd down and long for the Pirates. It's a 3rd and 16 as that play by Mauiagoa on Valenzuela was a loss of 6. That's practically a sack. And it makes it 3rd down and 16 from the 16-yard line. Marquez rolling out, under pressure, throws on the run. Perfect pass to Macaluso. Well, we're going to take a couple of looks at this one. Let's watch here, as this is great pocket presence from Marquez. You see Lauritsen take the inside move. That flushes him from the pocket, and on the move, gets just enough air to find Macaluso for a big gain. The Pirates into Bulldog territory. Meanwhile, a 1st down carry for a gain of perhaps a couple. Lamont James on the carry. Got to the 41-yard line, a gain of a yard. Let's give you one more look and see if we have this one down at field level, and we'll watch this ball coming towards you. It's a 2-yard run for James in a 2nd and 8. And again, you see Macaluso running that skinny post, and this ball just kept on carrying. Well, you can't drop it in a whole lot better than that, as Jeffries finally makes the stop. But not before Macaluso moves the chains. Another completion. Another gain for the Pirates. Excuse me. Jeffries with the interception. Let's take you back and we'll watch this play.
Run out of bounds by number 6, Tim Greer.
Still looking at Macaluso, and for Marquez, his first interception, as he was looking for Macaluso again, and Sidney Jeffries, the safety, makes the interception. That's the first turnover tonight for the Pirates. It's the first interception thrown by Marquez on the season, and the Bulldogs turn away the Pirates with that turnover. Let's take you down one more time, and Marquez, again, good protection. Going back to the same play, and Macaluso hit the brakes a little bit, and Jeffries is back there playing center field and is able to make the pick. That's a big play for the Bulldogs, as the Pirates were on the move after the sensational completion to Macaluso, but then turn it over on the interception by Jeffries. Short gain on 1st down, perhaps a yard. Kennedy gets it to the 16, give him a couple. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Cooper on the stop. Latrell Brown checks into the game. No, excuse me, John Allan checks into the game for the Bulldogs on a 2nd and 8 from the 11, I should say, with 11:25 remaining. Storer on a designed roll, working the sideline again and completes the pass. Broken tackle at the 25 will get the Bulldogs a little more yardage. Jaleel Walker makes the catch. Cooper with the stop again, but the catch by Walker gives the Bulldogs a first down. So a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. So Storer under center with an I formation backfield. Well, that interception by Jeffries might be a game saver for the moment for the Bulldogs. Good hard running. Latrell Brown with a 9-yard run. And they talk about Latrell Brown being the strongest guy on the team. And I didn't hear a qualifier in there. I just heard strongest guy on the team. And there's a good sense of that strength as he moves the pile. Finally, Cooper brings him down. And we bring you back live with a 2nd and 1. Play action, deep drop for Storer, has time. Looking deep, nobody home. Flag is down. And we will await a resolution on the flag, looking for Walker deep again. That time the coverage looked pretty good. We'll see if there's a reason for that. Yeah, Cy Vincent, who had the coverage on Walker with the holding call. That will give the Bulldogs a first down and move it out toward midfield to the Bulldog 48-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Well, it's so tough. You have to respect the run for the Bulldogs, and that gives Jaleel Walker a lot of opportunity to set up some shots downfield. A little hesitation by Allan at the line. A gain of 5 brings up a 2nd down and 5. Sirocco and Cooper that time team up for the stop. So a 5-yard run by Allan brings up a 2nd down and 5. Storer has the snap. They keep it on the ground on the right side. First down yardage, it would appear. Latrell Brown with a 7-yard run. Cooper stays busy here in the 3rd quarter. And Brown following Chase Richards, Saipale Fuyamuno on the right side of that offensive line, and another good push by that Bulldog offensive line. Well, it's a unit that, according to Seth Dameron, has been banged up this season, and certainly we believe that, but they look pretty good anyway, so you got to figure there's some depth there as well. Straight ahead for a gain of about 4 with 2nd effort. Dior Kennedy on the carry. Jalen Wesley moving up from his safety spot to make the stop. So a 4-yard gain leaves a 2nd down and 6. This is shades of the 1st quarter, where the Bulldogs had a lengthy drive early that led to a field goal. They are chewing up some clock here. Still got a little work to do, trailing by 13, but this drive started deep in their own territory after the Jeffries interception. Again, Paolo with Allan in the deep eye. It's Allan who gets the call, running left, has a little lane. Hit and brought down at the 31. Another tackle for Cooper.
5-yard gain, it will be 3rd and 1.
Leaves a 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. who are 6 of 12 on third down so far here tonight. And they came in converting at just 31%, so this is a solid performance on third down. Over his right guard and near the first down marker. Brown gets the carry down to the 30. Appears as though he's got it by about a foot. Let's wait and see on the spot. Haven't moved the chains yet. Put it down right on the 30-yard line, and now they'll move the chains. So he needed about a yard, and he got about a yard and a foot. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Clock continues to move. Quick moving third quarter. Boy, a few moments ago, the Pirates were on the move after the big play to Macaluso. But turnovers can be so big. And it appears that that turnover might have flipped the momentum. Running left. It's Brown again. No, it's Kennedy on the carry, excuse me. So Kennedy will head to the sidelines after a 4-yard run. Leaves a 2nd down and 4. And John Allan will return. Bulldogs up over 200 yards on the ground as a team, 209. Smith and Walker to the right on 2nd and 6. Play action. Storer looking short, completes the pass. Gain of about 2. Mike Mills with the reception. Sirocco with the tackle for the Pirates. They'll spot it at the 24. It'll be 3rd and 4. Another big 3rd down. This would be a 41-yard field goal from here, but down 13. You've got the decided feeling that the Bulldogs much more interested in a touchdown. Still a lot of time, but we're under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Snap to Storer. Little hesitation, and now look at the legs churning. And a 1st down for Latrell Brown. Let's watch Latrell Brown. Again, this is pretty well bottled up early. Pirates look like they have a chance, but a broken tackle there. And then the contact, but he's dragging tacklers for another couple of yards. That's just good hard running from Latrell Brown. And another 1st down for the Bulldogs. They're into the red zone. 1st and 10 from the Pirates 17, under 5 minutes to go. Another handoff up the middle. Down inside the 10. Might have been a touchdown saving tackle on Dior Kennedy. Cooper with another tackle. He is piling up the tackles, and given the fact that Jalen Cooper plays safety, that's not a great sign for the Pirates defensively. That your safety is making so many tackles against a running team. But Cooper, again, with that hit on Kennedy, might, for the moment, have kept the touchdown off the board. Nonetheless, it's a 2nd and 1 from the 8. Allan in the deep eye, gets the handoff on the right side. Appears to have enough for the 1st down.
Carried by number 22, John Allan.
So Allan moves the chains. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs now at the Pirates' 6-yard line. Well, we haven't seen Ferrari Busby on this drive. Kennedy, Brown, and Allan handling the ball carrying duties, and here comes Latrell Brown. So Brown back at tailback. And Storer under center on a 1st and goal from the 6. It is Brown. Bounces it to the left. Wrapped up. Wesley hits him at the line, but Brown still falls forward for a gain of a couple. And I'll tell you, he is as advertised. Strong young man. And that was Wesley on his back trying to wrestle him down, and Brown still managed to fall forward for a gain of a couple. Second and goal from the 4. Dior Kennedy returns on a second and goal. Whistles come in before the snap. This drive's up over 80 yards. And Allan Hancock going to take a timeout with 3:07 remaining in the third quarter. But they are on the doorstep, trailing at 23-10. It's Ventura College football on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Second and goal from the 4. And Dior Kennedy in the deep eye. Gets the handoff. Kennedy pushing forward down to the goal line and in for the touchdown. Bulldogs within a score at 23-16. And the Bulldogs go to the bread and butter on a second and goal from the 4. This was a punishing drive. And look at that push up front. And the Pirates knocked back off the ball. This Bulldog offensive line wearing down that Pirate front 7. And finally, Kennedy punches it in. Extra point up and good. And the Bulldogs creep back within 6 at 23-17 as Dior Kennedy finds pay dirt his third rushing touchdown of the season. Second consecutive week for Kennedy with a touchdown on the ground. And not a big surprise again when you look at the recent history of these two teams, particularly up at Allan Hancock. But no matter where they play, these two teams seem to play tight football games. And here's another one with 3:01 remaining in the third. It's a 6-point game, and you got the feeling the way the Bulldogs are running the football, the Pirates are going to need another couple of scores at the very least. That was an impressive drive that started deep in Bulldog territory after the Jeffries interception. So we'll see who's going to step up for the Pirates. Yeah, they've updated the stats, and Tim Greer, speaking of who's going to step up, 6 catches for 107 yards in the game. The Pirates have been able to move the ball through the air, but haven't been quite as successful on the ground. They had the big run by J.Q. Brown. Valenzuela, meanwhile, with a good return out past the 35 to the 37. So the Pirates will have good field position. But the Pirates, a little bit up over 70 yards in the game overall on the ground, and they average about 155 on the season. So this is, statistically speaking, a pretty poor effort for the Pirates on the ground against the Bulldogs here tonight, trying to nurse this 6-point lead. Boy, you'd love to see a few first downs for this Pirate offense. You'd also love to see them chew up a little clock and give that defense a little time to rest. Marquez going to throw on first down. Pitch and catch with Greer on the far side. Another catch for Greer. He's up to 7 in the game. Cyree Lewis with the stop. It leaves a 2nd and 2. Play action on 2nd and short. Marquez hit as he throws. Jump ball on the far side is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Reeves over there working against Cyree Lewis. Do have a flag down and a holding call against Ventura. That's going to back him up, so instead of 3rd and short after the incompletion, now it's 2nd and long, 2nd and 12. Looked like they caught Devin Pitts, who's come in and done such a good job for the injured Julio Ray at that left guard spot. And Pitts draws the holding penalty, and that backs the Pirates up. And as I alluded to moments ago, they really need to stay out of a 3 and out here. 2nd and 12. Marquez straight drop, has time, guns it over the middle, incomplete, off the hands of his intended target. He was looking for Glenn. And let's watch here down at field level. Marquez was almost able to squeeze this one in. And just gets that one off, and Glenn moving over. And yeah, that's just off the hands of Jerron Glenn. That's a football that I can almost guarantee he'd love to have back, working against safety Vic Garnes. 3rd down and 12. Marquez steps up, fires on the far side, incomplete. He was looking for Greer, going back to his favorite target, but that time he can't find him, and the Bulldogs force the 3 and out. They'll get it back with 2:11 to go in the 3rd quarter. Cyree Lewis had the coverage. Well, the Pirates, after an 8-yard pickup on 1st down, appeared poised to get something going. But a holding call sets them back, and they end up with the quick 3 and out. And here comes L.J. Harm. Harm gets it away. Line drive kick. Takes a good bounce for the Pirates. This is going to be a welcome sight for the Pirates down to the 13-yard line. That is a punt of 51 yards for L.J. Harm. That is just shy of his season long. But that is a tremendous job of changing the field position. And now the Bulldogs will have a long way to go again. Well, the Bulldogs just went a long distance. Didn't seem to pose too much of a problem as they methodically worked it downfield, capping it off with a Dior Kennedy touchdown run. And they'll have a similar task here as they'll start from their 13. They'll come out in an I formation. And they'll keep it on the ground on 1st down. Gain of about a 3. Kennedy gets the carry. Rubidoux on the stop for the Pirates. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. And Kennedy will head off. And we'll see John Allan on for the Bulldogs on a 2nd and 7. Clock moving. 1:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. They'll send Walker to the right. Snap to Storer. Allan off tackle on the right side. Wrapped up at the 21. Sirocco with the tackle. Brings up a 3rd down and 2. Another critical 3rd down. And we'll see Latrell Brown. And you got to believe that we're going to see Latrell Brown. As in Brown getting the football here on a 3rd and short. To give to Brown. Straight ahead, hit at the line. Trying to move the pile, but Brown going to come up a little bit short. Sirocco getting into the hole again. Let's watch. As indeed Brown is about a yard shy, and Sirocco filling the hole. And man, well, I tell you, he even hit Brown a little bit behind the line, but it is just all forward momentum with Latrell Brown. And it's a 4th down and 1, and the Bulldogs are going to let the time run out here in the 3rd quarter. They'll have the quarter break to discuss it. I can't believe they got to think about going for it here from their own 22-yard line in a 1-score game, but nonetheless, we'll come back and see what they do on 4th down through 3, 23-17. The Pirates on top. It's Ventura College football on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network. And we'll bring you back live. 4th and 1 from the 22, and the Bulldogs are going to go for it. And diving ahead for a gain of a couple. Man, that is some kind of gutsy call. Seth Dameron shows incredible confidence in that offense. And let's see what we got here. Well, we're going to have to show you from up top. From their own 22 in a one-score game. And they pick up the first down. That after failing on a 4th and 1 early. Pop fly on the near side looking for Walker, who makes the catch. Let's watch here. So finally the Bulldogs take a shot downfield and convert. As Walker, working against Vinson, makes the catch. It's a 29-yard pickup to the 47-yard line. I just can't get over going for it on 4th and 1. I mean, you got to have a lot of confidence when you run the ball as well as the Bulldogs do, but not only is it your own 22-yard line, it's a 6-point game. This is a one-score game. This is not down 30, and you think, well, what's it really going to hurt? Running room on the left side. All kinds of open field. 15, 10, 5, touchdown Bulldogs. Latrell Brown breaks it. Well, let's talk about the left side of that offensive line. Leonard Brooks, Deontay Cromedy, because they caved it in. And once Brown broke it to the outside, there was nobody there. Let's watch it here. Pulling from the right side as well. This is good vision from Latrell Brown. And they're never going to catch him. Bulldogs have tied it up. They're an extra point away from taking the lead. Let's bring you back live. And the extra point up and good. One more time back to the Brown touchdown. 47-yard touchdown run. That is well executed on that offensive line. And Brown, who had 100 yards a week ago, has 100 yards tonight. Now on 13 carries with a touchdown. And with 13:55 to go, the Bulldogs have erased the 13-point deficit. And they now lead it 24-23. Well, you got Brown with 102 yards. John Allan is on the doorstep with 92. Seems likely that the Bulldogs are going to have a pair of rushers at least go over 100 yards. You hope it's not more than that if you're a Pirate fan. 3 rushing touchdowns in the game, and at this point, with a lot of time left, 13:55 to go, it's a 1-point game for the Bulldogs. And you hope, if you're a Pirate fan, that the missed extra point isn't going to loom large. But again, you got to believe we're going to see a little more scoring in this one based on what we've seen so far. A lot of time left, 13:55 to go. Pirates looking for their first win in conference play. Losses at Long Beach and Bakersfield. And now a game and talented Bulldog team has made the trip down, and they've got the lead here early in the fourth. Bouncing ball taken at the 6 by Valenzuela. He's got a lane. Valenzuela picks up a block at the 30. Flags are down. Valenzuela is going to take it to the house, but will it be coming back? This is going to be a big call, but it is hard to imagine that this is not going to be some kind of holding or illegal block. Oh, that is just a crusher. We'll wait for the call from Mark Milson, but where that flag came in, there's just not a whole lot of doubt. Though, as anybody who watches knows, I'm so often wrong. Take it real quick here and see if we can. There's a block there. And is it a block in the back? That is hard to tell. Let's see, Valenzuela takes it in.
One on each team. Personal foul. Receiving team, number 14. Holding, number 42. Kicking team was foul well set.
So a personal foul and an illegal block, so they'll take one of those penalties either way. The important thing for the Pirates and the Bulldogs is that the touchdown comes off the board and they'll re-kick. You know, Valenzuela, they got a good wedge, and he was out to about the 35-yard line, and then I believe the block was right there at the 40. That was the final block that sprung him, but there was also a personal foul on the play as well, so not to zone in too much on the block that might have drawn the flag. There was already a penalty that was going to erase that touchdown. So Valenzuela back. So Seabury has it teed up. And we'll see if they kick it to Valenzuela. Another bouncer. This one into the end zone, and the Pirates will take it for a touchback. Rather than try to bring it out, they'll start from the 25. And the Pirates almost sprung the huge play on special teams, as is their tendency. They could use a big play here. They now trail it by 1. 13:41 remaining in the ball game. Bulldogs have come back in this second half. It was a 23-10 lead for the Pirates at halftime. So they've been blanked here in the second half. The Bulldogs have dominated both moving the football, but in particular in time of possession. Brown reversing field, tripped up at the 30. It's a gain of about 5. Brought down by Vic Garnes. They'll spot it at the 31. It's a 6-yard run. Brings up a 2nd down and 4. It's a nice job by J.Q. Brown. Good vision to reverse field and find some open field. Picks up 6. Stays in the game on a 2nd and 4. Snap to Marquez. Back to Brown over his right guard. Bursts through and finds a little daylight out to the 39. So Garnes again on the stop, and let's watch here. Brown, after contact, able to break a tackle and get the first down out to the 39. So the Pirates pick up a first down. That's one of very few first downs in this second half. Back to live action and a quick completion on the right side. Macaluso has the catch out to the 42, a gain of 3, brings up a 2nd down and 7. Garnes again with the stop. James Miles into the game, gets the handoff around the edge on the right side. Good hard running for Miles near the first down marker.
Miles, stopped by number 2, Vic Garnes.
Garnes again on the stop. This is a little bit of shades of Jalen Cooper from the drive moments ago. All of a sudden, Vic Garnes is in every play. And you see Miles gets 7 on a 2nd and 7. The ball resting at midfield, a 1st and 10 for Ventura. Been able to move the chains a couple of times on the ground, and the Pirates haven't made a habit of that so far tonight. Indeed, outside of the one big run by J.Q. Brown, they've done next to nothing on the ground. Marquez throws on the near side. Catch is made. Finding Tate with the catch in front of Lewis. Down to the 41. It's a gain of 9 for Tate. Brings up a 2nd down and 1. Now the Pirates are solidly on the move. Miles in the backfield. Play action. Flags are down. Catch is made. Couple of broken tackles for Reeves. Down to the 29. So Reeves with the reception. For Reeves, that's just his 2nd catch tonight, though he did have a touchdown pass earlier, finding Jerron Glenn for the 2nd Pirate touchdown. Offsides the call against Allan Hancock. That'll be declined. And instead, the Pirates will take the results of the play, and Reeves here with a couple of nifty moves after the reception. Watch the work here of Reeves. 1 broken tackle. And a little move there on Fusilier, who does eventually wrap him up. Enough for a 1st down. Reeves moves the chains. Pirates have it at the 29, 1st and 10. Fake to Valenzuela. And the throw picked off on the near side. Big play by the Bulldog defense. Marquez still on the return. The Pirates finally bring him down inside the 15. There are flags down.
Recovered by number 10, Jesse Garza.
Let's watch here.
Pass interception was made by number 32.
Devin Guja has the interception, and Marquez just never sees him. Looking for Tate, working back over the middle, and Guja sitting in coverage. And again, I think Marquez just didn't locate him. Good hands from Guja, the big linebacker, and you see Guja coughs it up there late, but the Bulldogs fall on it and bring you back live, and a golden opportunity for the Bulldogs to extend on this lead. The Pirates all of a sudden in some trouble here at home.
Ball carried by number 3, Dior Kennedy.
Kennedy on the carry picks up 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. And when we talked to Seth Dameron, he talked about the linebackers for this Allan Hancock squad, and all local guys: Jesse Garza, Devin Guja, Jordan Fields. And one of the things he mentioned about Devin Guja, beyond just how much he loves these guys as football players, all local kids who just play their hearts out for this Bulldog team, but he said that Guja really excels as kind of a hybrid defensive back linebacker. He is great in coverage, and that's a pretty good indication of what we just saw. Another handoff, ball down to the 11. John Allen on the carry. Drew Carter with the stop. It brings up a 3rd down and 4, and the Pirates desperately need a stop to keep this within 1 score. Now, if the Bulldogs get a touchdown and an extra point, that's still 1 score, but it's 8 points, and that's tough to do, and time will start to become more of a factor. Right now, 9:24 and counting. But yeah, Guja with a great nose for the ball, and Seth Dameron talking about his ability in coverage. And he's practically a linebacker safety. Brown up the middle, very near 1st down yardage. Gets to the 6. That is enough for a 1st down. Cooper with the stop, but Brown needed 4, got 5. So it's a 1st and goal from the Pirates 6-yard line. Well, 2 turnovers in the first half by the Bulldogs for the Pirates were huge. And now a couple of turnovers in this second half by the Pirates. And the Bulldogs, give them all the credit in the world, have been able to take advantage. First with the long drive after the Jeffries interception, now after the big interception by Guja. They have a short field and they're trying to punch it in. First down carry, twisting forward for a gain of a couple. Kennedy down to the 4. Ben Hall with the stop. It's 2nd and goal. John Allan returns in the backfield. And the Pirates looking for a big play defensively of their own. Allan in the deep eye. Gets the call. Running right. Good penetration by that Pirate defense. No gain for Allan on the play. Cooper and Carter continue to be active in this second half, shooting the gap. It's 3rd and goal after a loss of a yard. So here they come. Latrell Brown back in the game, gets the call. Brown running left, leaps, and he's in for the touchdown. Latrell Brown with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the second half. And again, the left side of that Bulldog offensive line creates a nice lane for Latrell Brown. And Brown doesn't have to do a whole lot. Gets down near the goal line and then a little leap and gets him in. Getting around Hodgson. And the extra point is up and good. Some kind of response for the Bulldogs in this second half. 21 unanswered, and with 7:09 to go in the ball game, it's Allan Hancock with a 31-23 lead over the Pirates here at the VC Sportsplex. And it's a shell-shocked Pirate team, you gotta believe. For the most part, this was going their way. Led by 13 at the break. Even on the move on the first drive of the 3rd quarter. But ever since the interception, the Bulldogs have just seized momentum. Started with a long drive, then able to get a stop, and then force another turnover themselves. Big play by Guja. 3 straight scoring drives for the Bulldogs, who have really gotten it going with their rushing attack. They're now up over 300 yards on the ground. The Pirates do surrender about 175 yards a game on the ground. But this is going to up that number. Valenzuela out to the 25. Wrapped up shy of the 30. 7:03 to go. Well, if you're a Pirate fan, still one score. 31-23. And you've got time. 7:03 remaining in the ball game. But Marquez has cooled down somewhat in the second half, but really it's a couple of picks that have stalled the Pirate momentum. Pirates trying to get off the schneid and avoid what would be their 3rd loss in a row. That's the kind of streak that is practically unheard of in the Steve Mushagian era. As Moose makes his return to the sidelines here tonight, and they have their hands full with this Bulldog team. Running left, Brown hit and driven back after a gain of a yard. Abraham Montero, who's had a strong game on that defensive line, the first to get there, and drive Brown back after a gain of a yard. 2nd down and 9. There is a look at Marquez with Brown in the backfield. And he will move Brown to his right for the 2nd and 9 play. 3 wide receivers to the right. Setting up the screen. Brown in some trouble. Hit immediately. They're going to say this is incomplete. And that is a massive break for the Pirates, as Brown had no chance on this play. Let's watch real quick here. And again, this is just well diagnosed, and I believe that's Guja again. So Guja all over that play, and again, it's lucky for the Pirates that Brown never really had it. Otherwise, we might be looking at 15. Marquez completes to Tate out near the 40, gets to the 42. That is good enough for a 1st down. So Marquez, you get look at Guja and watch Marquez here, and finds Tate. It's another good strike. And Marquez able to convert on 3rd down. That'll move it to the 42. Kevin Tate with his 4th catch here tonight. 2nd leading receiver on the Pirates from a year ago. A little hesitation from Valenzuela. And out to the 3-yard line, or I should say out to the 45-yard line for a gain of 3. Jesse Garza with the tackle. And a 2nd down and 7. Clock moving, 5:30 remaining in the 4th quarter. Pirates trail it by 8. Snap to Marquez. Looking left, throws, finds Tate. Tate into Bulldog territory. Whip down at the 43-yard line by Fields. But the 5th catch for Tate on the night is good enough for a 1st down. 12-yard pickup. Miles replaces Valenzuela in the backfield. Snap to Marquez. 4-man rush. Hit as he throws over the middle. Nearly a sensational catch, but a big hit on the play. He was going back to Tate. Let's watch over the middle here, and Tate. Well, this is why they talk about the toughness and courage it takes to go over the middle. Watch, Tate goes high, and that is a big stick by Garza. But I got to tell you, as I look, and that's in full speed, but that looked like a pretty good clean hit from Garza. That was, leading with the shoulder. You never know on a violent hit like that. There is a flag down, but let's look at it one more time here and see if we could slow this down a little bit. I have this while they resolve what the flag is here. And one more time. And Garza dropping back into coverage from his middle linebacker spot.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Assistant coach Ventura. The down count, 15-yard penalty, 2nd down.
So it's an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Pirates. And again, I think upon a second look there on the hit by Garza, it's just a good solid hit on Tate. All right, Kevin Tate working over the middle. It's not an easy thing to do for a receiver. And insult meet injury for the Pirates as they have 15 yards tacked on. And now it's 2nd and forever. Back to Tate. Makes the catch, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, plus a yard. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 8. Stop was made by Matthias on the catch by Tate. Big 3rd down for the Pirates, facing a 3rd and 8. Got to believe we're now down into 4-down territory. Marquez throws with hands in his face, and the pass incomplete. And let's see what the Pirates want to do in a 1-score game. They're now 3 of 8 on 3rd down tonight after they miss on a 3rd and 8. But what do we want to do on 4th and 8 from the Bulldog 41? And Well, the offense isn't moving, and with 4:14 to go, even with 3 timeouts, this can hardly be considered a surprise. The Pirates on the season are 7 of 15 on 4th down. 3 wide receivers to the right. The crowd getting into it. 4th and 8. Snap to Marquez. 3-man rush. Has time. Throws over the middle. Catch is made by Tate. Similar play to moments ago where Garza was waiting for him, and it was a similar throw. So how about Kevin Tate all night long, and on this drive in particular, and he goes up high again. I'll tell you, if he is not thinking about Jesse Garza at least a little bit when he goes up for that football, he's not human. But he goes over the middle and makes that catch on certainly the biggest play of the game for the Pirates here tonight as they trail it by 8. And they were facing a 4th and 8, and the way the Bulldogs are running the football, if Tate doesn't come down with that football, that might be game over. Instead, the Pirates have it at the Bulldog 22, 2nd and 6. Thinking about the possibility of a tie. Brown stiff arms a man, tries to get free, still on his feet, but takes a big hit at the 22. No gain on the play, brings up a 3rd down and 6. Garnes coming up to make the stop. So call it 3rd and 5. They'll give Brown a yard. Marquez looks over the Bulldog defense. 3 receivers to the left. Looking left. Throws. Squeezes it into Reeves. Boy, that was well guarded, and Gougia was in the area again. He was thinking about interception number 2. Let's watch here as Lewis finally makes the stop. Marquez locks in again. This is a tough throw. Gets it over Gougia and finds Reeves. What a throw by Marquez. Did he not see Gougia again? As the Pirates back to live action on the carry, down to the 3 as Brown gets the carry. Laretson with the stop. After a gain of a yard, Hancock going to take a timeout with 2:26 remaining in the ball game. The Pirates now deep in Bulldog territory, looking for the possibility of a tie. 31-23, Allan Hancock here on the VC Sports Network and SoCalCollegeSports.com. Second and goal from the 2 for the Pirates. Brown in the backfield, quick pitch to the up back, touchdown Pirates! That's a terrific job on misdirection as they go to the shovel pass, finding Dawson Adams-Griner. Pirates within 2 at 31-29, and with 2:23 to go, they'll line up and go for 2. We will certainly take you back and give you a look at the replay, but we want to make sure we stay here for this critical 2-point conversion coming up. The Pirates need to convert here. They do still have all 3 timeouts remaining. So even if they don't get it, if they can get a stop, they can get it back. Marquez on the roll, looking into the end zone, and the pass incomplete. All right, let's take you back to the last couple of plays as the Pirates trail it by 2, 31-29, and they will have to either come up with an onside kick or a 3-and-out, but they've got more work to do. Let's take you back to the last couple of plays here. And this will look from down at field level, and on a 2nd and goal, quick shovel pass. Adams Griner takes it in for the touchdown. That gets the Pirates within 2. As again, the Pirates will certainly look for the onside kick here, and we will watch and make sure we take you back live when they get ready. Watch here as Marquez on the roll, trying to squeeze it in. He was looking for Greer, and guess who? Devin Guja dropping into coverage that time. Able to get a hand in and preserve this 2-point lead as we bring you back live. And the Pirates will look for the onside kick. And a timeout going to be taken by the Bulldogs. That will be their 3rd and final charge timeout. 2:23 to go in the ball game. A thriller here from the Sportsplex. Bulldogs leading at 31-29. Ventura College football here on SoCalCollegeSports.com and the VC Sports Network, brought to you by Crown Plaza Hotel, Ventura Beach. All right, Vargas has it teed up. Here we go. High in the air, and it looks like the Bulldogs do come down with it on the big bounce. Ray Paolo. Well, we talked about how he does everything for this team, and we haven't seen a lot of that here tonight, but maybe right at the wire, Paolo out there with the hands unit and able to get up high for that ball, bring it in. And no one's going to rip that ball out. Paolo gets down and secures that football, and now the Bulldogs really closing in. Pirates have 3 timeouts, but if the Bulldogs can convert one more first down, it's over. 311 yards rushing on 55 carries. It's 5.7 yards per rush. The Pirates going to need something dramatic. The football resting at the Pirate 49-yard line, but the next 3 plays will tell the story. Flags before the snap. False start. That's potentially a big call if it goes against the Bulldogs, and you got to believe it will. Thought I saw a false start motion. You need 10 yards to wrap this game up, but now it becomes 1st and 15.
More snap. Snap infraction. Offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So a 5-yard penalty. And so now the Pirates will get going on a 1st and 15. Should say the Bulldogs. Allan on the carry. Sirocco delivers another big hit. It's a gain of about 2, brings up a 2nd and 13, and the Pirates will take a timeout. First charge timeout for the Pirates. Another busy night, of course, in the 3C2A. Riverside stays unbeaten. 45-10 win over El Camino. Another impressive performance by the Tigers. Earlier today on SoCalCollegeSports.com, Santa Barbara with a win at Antelope Valley, 39-25. Also earlier today on SoCalCollegeSports.com, another busy day for us, 5 games here on the SCCS. Cerritos at Palomar with a 35-20 win. Falcons now 7-1. Bring you back to a 2nd and 13 for the Bulldogs with Brown in the deep eye. Storr going to look to throw. Finds Paolo coming out of the backfield, tripped up at midfield. That's a gain of just a couple. Wesley, I should say Cooper, with another tackle. The Pirates going to burn another timeout. It'll leave a 3rd and 10 from the 49-yard line of Ventura. But if the Pirates can get a stop here, you figure they get it back. With a couple of minutes left, they'll be out of timeouts, but that is all kinds of time when all you need is 3 points. So how do you handle this if you're Seth Dameron on that Bulldog sideline? What do you call here? Of course, Allan Hancock hardly a sure thing that they're going to put the ball in the air even on the 3rd and long, but I don't think with just a 2-point lead that you can make them use their final timeout and work at the length of the field. I think if you're the Bulldogs in this situation, I think you got to be aggressive. You got to think about converting here. This is your best chance to close the game out. We'll see what Seth Dameron thinks with Dior Kennedy in the backfield. Storr going to look to throw. On a designed roll on the sideline. Incomplete! Boy, it looked for a moment like he might be able to get that to Walker. That was a pretty good throw from Storr, who's 11 of 16 now in the game for 117 yards. Let's take you back and watch here. This is well designed, and this is kind of the bread and butter play. A little waggle here to the outside on a designed roll, and he's looking for Walker on the out. Pretty good throw, and in fact, with Wesley in coverage, the leading receiver on the season, Jaleel Walker, had that right in his mitts and can't bring it in. That might have closed it out. Walker was right at the marker, but you got to believe he had the first down. Valenzuela moves up to make the fair catch. Well, now the Pirates have it at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. In fact, they'll spot it at the 24, and they have a timeout with 1:59 remaining, but plenty of time to try and work it into field goal range or better if you're Ventura. I'm sure they'd take a touchdown. With the conversion earlier in the game, I should say, for Vargas, he's now 5 of 9 on field goals on the season with a long of 40. So you figure you need a good 50 yards here. But the Pirates have a dose of momentum after that touchdown moments ago. Got them back within 2. 4 wide receivers on 1st and 10. Blitz coming. Marquez, all kinds of time, looking deep into coverage, batted in the air and incomplete. He was looking for Tate. Macaluso was also in the area. Let's see, as Garnes was back there in coverage, and this ball thrown into double coverage, and the Pirates catch a break here. As Garnes is moving back, just can't quite find the handle, and it was Greer also, I should say, the intended target. So 2nd and 10 from the 24. So they take a shot with Greer. Looking left. Still has time. Going to uncork again, but not on the same page. Pass incomplete. Now it's 3rd and 10. So just that quickly. So Tate solo to the left, 3 wide receivers to the right on 3rd and 10. And the Pirates need to get something here. Another blitz coming. Good protection again. Has a man open at the 30. First down and more. Reeves at the 45, just tripped up near midfield. So Reeves Garza got a handout to trip him up. Let's watch here. A couple of moves by the shifty Chris Reeves. And actually, it was Jeffries that just got a hand in. Might have saved another 30 or 40 yards. Well, the Pirates might have been in field goal range right there. First down carry into Bulldog territory. 6-yard run for Valenzuela. Garza with the stop brings up a 2nd down and 4, down to 1:14 to go in the game. But from this position on the field, the clock not so much of a factor. Again, the clock will stop long enough to move the chains on any first down. So 2nd down and 4 from the 44. They're about 20 yards away from what you would figure would be the field goal range for Vargas.
2nd and 4 from the 44.
J.Q. Brown into the game in the backfield. Marquez sets up, throws on the right side. Catch is made for a first down. Back to Greer. Greer with his 8th reception. 5-yard gain, moves the chains. We're under a minute to go. Now they have it at the Bulldog 38. 3 wide receivers to the left. Blitz coming. Marquez has time. Rainbows the far side looking for Greer. It's incomplete. Fusilier had the coverage, and that's been a battle all night, but what a tough assignment for Ronald Fusilier. He's out there one-on-one on an island with Tim Greer. With him step for step on that play. Makes it 2nd and 10. Down to 40 seconds. There's no question. Marquez willing to take the shots downfield. He's up to 337 yards passing in the game with 3 touchdowns. Has the snap. 4-man rush. Going back to Greer again. Greer has the catch! This is well within field goal range. The Pirates still have a timeout. Greer makes the reception down to the 10-yard line. Brown breaks a tackle down to the goal line. Touchdown, Pirates! 25 seconds remaining. From 8 down. And they've got the lead at 35-31. You didn't want to leave it on the foot of your kicker. Well, we've talked a lot about the offensive line for Allan Hancock tonight, and with good reason. But how about a mention for the right side? Connell Ferguson, Kyle Standback, as they run off tackle on the right side with Brown, and he takes it in from 9 yards out. Extra point from Vargas. Up and good. 36-31 with 25 seconds remaining. One more look. Again, down at field level. On the counter with Brown. Little cut back to the right. And the last little bit of effort from J.Q. Brown, who's up to 87 yards rushing in the game with a touchdown. What a back and forth ball game. This was a 23-10 lead for the Pirates at halftime, but 21 unanswered, and it looked like the Bulldogs were going to storm back and win this one at the Sportsplex. But, man, you got to give the Pirates a lot of credit here in the fourth quarter. They just never went away. Got it back. Took it down, the touchdown for Adams Graner. And then even after missing the 2-point conversion and failing to recover on the onside kick, they come up with the 3-and-out when they needed it. Pirate defense stands up at the biggest moment in the game and gets the stop. And then the offense does the job. Big play to Greer. And then Brown does the rest. Greer now with 9 catches for 149 yards and 2 touchdowns. But we still got 25 seconds remaining. Bulldogs out of timeouts. 2 yards deep. Bring it out to the 15, 20. Hit and brought down finally at the 23. So 18 seconds. That's time for a couple of plays. Well, the Bulldogs are going to need something pretty spectacular here with 23 seconds remaining, and the Pirate fans are decidedly into it. This has been one heck of a ball game. And all the drama you can want. So the Bulldogs will come out and they'll need something a little bit out of character. You know, they're going to need something deep downfield. And they will come out with 4 wide receivers, left and right. Storer has the snap. Uncorks on the near side. Jump ball, incomplete. He was looking for Martin. Fakir Stewart was back in coverage. And now it's 2nd down and 10. Looking ahead to next week for these teams. Pirates home again to take on College of the Canyons. And Allan Hancock. Well, we'll get to that after this play. Storer rolling out, still directing traffic, still looking. And he heads out of bounds with 5 seconds. He got about 7 yards out to the 30. And now time enough for one more play. Mentioned Allan Hancock. They will be back at home to take on Long Beach. And we'll update you on the rest of the scores here in the North before we sign off here tonight. But this Northern Division figures to go down to the wire. Right now it's Bakersfield with the inside track at 2-0. And then a host of teams at 1-1. But now the Pirates get a win. They're going to be 1-2. Bulldogs, unless they come up with, well, pretty well a miracle here on the final play, they're going to fall to 1-2 in conference. Final play. Pirate fans are into it. The throw over the middle. Going to try to set up the Stanford play, and it goes about as well as every effort at the Stanford play since the Stanford play has gone. And that'll wrap it up. And the Pirates with a sensational win. What a comeback in the 4th quarter. They win it 36-31. So let's keep it here. We'll keep it on the field. What a ball game between these two teams. And update you on what's going on. Long Beach in OT over Bakersfield 23-17. So now that's a tie at the top of the North. Both of those teams at 2-1. East Los Angeles, late in the 4th, they're trailing at Canyons 27-21. And those teams then, the winner of that one will move to 2-1. So it becomes a 1-game margin for all 6 teams. So, you know, keep an eye on this one as we move forward. Everybody's still in it, and this one's going to come down to the final week, and it's probably going to come down to some tiebreakers. And we'll keep it here. Maybe see if we can get an update on that final Canyons playing at East Los Angeles College. Of course, you can watch that because you know where to find it. SoCalCollegeSports.com, and we've got that for you as well. So that one going on at SCCS as well. 36-31, it's a final. Want to pass along some thank yous, obviously, to Jimmy Walker and Rob Hester here at Ventura College for helping us get together for this week. And, of course, the VC Sports Network is primarily the work of Jimmy Walker, and we appreciate all that he does to make that happen. And, of course, we greatly enjoy our continued association with Ventura College. We've been here for about 10 years, and we love it. So thanks to Jimmy and Rob. Special thanks to Seth Dameron, who took some time to talk to us this week from Allan Hancock College. Really enjoyed our conversation with Coach Dameron, learning a little bit more about this Bulldog team, and we learned even more about them tonight as well, in a tremendous effort and one that fits the narrative between these two teams of late. It's another one that just goes down to the wire between these two teams that seem to have a hard time playing a bad game. Our crew here tonight, Amber Serrano and Damian Wong on camera. Special thanks to them as well. Of course, tonight's broadcast, the executive producer, Mike Cepeda, directed by myself, Jeff Stoynoff. Happy that you joined us as well here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Final score, once again, Ventura 36, Allan Hancock 31. And the Pirates get off the schneid. They break the 2-game losing streak, move to 5-3 on the season. They get their first conference win, and they will look ahead to a big game with College of the Canyons a week from tonight. We'll have that for you here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Until then, for everybody here at the VC Sports Network, so long, everybody. We'll see you next week.